It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Commanders. And it's all up next.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations, the game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime elite, the National Football League, night game, prime time. They're looking to put on a show.
Here's Evan McPherson, and off we go from Northwest Stadium. Austin Eckler now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer,
work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league, and really, Mike's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. He'll work forward to the 50-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Brown. And he'll get forward to about the 42. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Third and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Motion man is the tight end going right. 2nd down, Burrow. That is caught side of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. The tight end Ertz in motion. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Daniels now on 1st down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll go again with Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. It is brought in the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to weave his way forward, 44-yard line. They'll run here with Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Burrow now. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Burrow to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the goal line and in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. On is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And he's into the end zone. Zach Ertz, touchdown Commanders. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now Brown. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. A carry here for Brown. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Daniels to throw on second down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, just one of those plays. There's just nowhere to go with the ball. He decides to try to make a run for it and extend the play. But unfortunately, the defense had him accounted for as well. Gets what he can, gives himself up, brings up fourth down.
Here's Tress Way now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Bengals offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Take it in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Back to throw, Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Back to the ground after the penalty. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 6. Now this looks like a design run. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing is Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Right side, and Higgins has the catch.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Up the middle they go. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Andre Yosevich. Touchdown, Bengals. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he takes off, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. In, Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he will get into the end zone. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will even the score. It's now 21-all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Second down, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
A quick throw out wide, caught left side. And this drive is going backward, taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3 and out.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
On the option, here's Robinson. He'll work forward for a couple. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the give, it's Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
1st and 10. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Laramie Tunsil, the big tackle, flagged there. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
That one secured by the tight end Bates. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you, and here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This a 46-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 24-21 lead. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. Working across the field. This one to Higgins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. like you see here, when you can give good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time, there's a lot of room to operate. That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
A run now on second down. That's a short pickup to about the 47. A tackle made by the former first-rounder, Javon Kinlaw. It is 3rd and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. The ball's out. The Commanders come up with it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Dax Hill up from the secondary to end the play. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run it here with Robinson. Robinson, a 1st down and more. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings
in. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got it! To the goal line and in! Touchdown, Washington. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Gay to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Burrow. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's Moss. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw with Daniels. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. 3rd down coming up.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. The motion man here is McLaurin. They'll run with Robinson. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
And here comes Robinson on the toss to the right. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Burrow now. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
They came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores, you cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Oh, the hard count looked like they caught somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Burrow. Receiver still.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here for Robinson. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down. The tight end Ertz in motion. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Third and 6. On the give, it's Robinson. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now a 2nd down throw for... Passing right side, and Chase has it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second down, Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.